Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Ty here, and this is Ty the Space. In today's video, I'll be reviewing the all-new Samsung Freestyle. Now, the Samsung Freestyle is a brand new product from Samsung. This is Samsung's attempt at trying to get into the portable projector market niche. Now, in this niche, we don't have many big branded players there yet until Samsung. I mean, you have brands like Boommaker and Anker already making projectors that are portable, and Samsung is one of the very first big branded companies to try and get into this market niche. The fact that they're a big company and they have experience with multimedia and technology, you can kind of tell with the quality of the product. Samsung Freestyle is very high quality, and I think Samsung is definitely up to something here when it comes to this projector. However, this thing comes with a whooping price tag. Now, it comes in at $1184 Canadian dollar or 847 US dollars. Now, that's a lot of money for a portable projector, especially when the specs include just 550 lumen in terms of the brightness, as well as a maximum resolution of 1080p. Now, the contrast is only 100,000 to 1, and yeah, this thing is capable of projecting between 30 inches all the way up to 100 inches with a 2.6 meter projectable distance. Now, this projector is equipped with a 360-degree 5-watt speaker with a passive radiator. Now, the speaker is quite decent enough to listen to TV shows, movies, and whatever when you're seated close to it. But if you want to get better sound quality, it is also equipped with Bluetooth 5.0, which means you can connect it to an external speaker to get an even better sound out of this thing.
Witnesses?
Yes, my lord.
I will offer you a full basket.
In the box, you're only provided with the Samsung Freestyle, a USB-C cable, a remote, and a manual for that price tag. Quite disappointing. I would have expected to see something, at least a carrying case and a battery pack for this thing, because this thing right now would not work without plugging it into a direct power source or an external power supply. Now, one of the really nice things about this thing is the fact that you can actually plug it into a portable power pack. Then again, there's a minimum requirement for the portable power pack. The power pack has to have a minimum of 50 watts. I struggled for hours and days going through different stores, buying multiple different power packs to try and get this thing to work, only for me to realize that it has to have a minimum of 50 watts to be able to power the projector. It is quite nice that we can be able to do that, because now I can actually take this projector with me and use it anywhere on the go. The other day, I even actually sat in my car and then just kind of had a drive-by or drive-through movie night, projecting this thing onto my garage door while we sat in the car and just watched a movie. Now, this thing does amazing in the night. It's quite okay, but I mean, if there's any form of light or any external light sources, this thing would fail. As you can see right there, you can see that it looks very washed out right now with just my recording lights turned on. Every other light in the room is turned off, and the quality isn't that the greatest. There are other upsides to this projector, like the streaming platform. Now, this thing supports most major mainstream streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, HBO, Disney Plus, Amazon Video. This thing supports it, and it can even project from your iPhone or your Android using AirPlay or Google Cast. I've had no trouble or problem projecting or casting from either of my phones onto this thing. Another thing that this thing excels and does better than many of the other projectors is the fact that it comes with that Samsung Tizen's operating system. I personally love that Tizen operating system. It's very simple, very minimalistic. It's not loaded up with bloatwares like that of the Googles and the Amazons, because I find out that most of them, they start to slow down on the hardware of that device after a couple of years. This projector also has some tricks up its sleeves, like you can use this to actually cast effects. Like, for example, I do not have a window in my office, and with this projector I can cast a fake window screen and makes it look like it's actually a window. I mean, when you're looking at it from the camera, it probably looks a little bit realistic. It is not something that will waste my bulb projecting onto and wasting the hours. Another thing that makes this projector excel as a portable projector is the fact that it has some auto feature like the auto scaling, auto keystone, and the autofocus. Although the auto keystone and the autofocus doesn't work reliably right now. In fact, I've had to disable the feature completely because I find it doesn't work like 95% of the time, and I find out I'm able to get better quality out of the projector by manually setting up the keystone and the focus. However, the auto scaling works flawlessly. I'm able to, you can move it out, move it back in, and it just auto scales itself. And I think that's something I haven't seen on any projector that I've used over the years, and I like the fact that this projector does that. Another thing I really like about this projector is the remote. Now, this remote is pretty much a mini version of the Samsung TV remote. If you're a Samsung TV user, you'll be very familiar with the design of this remote. It's very simple, very small, portable, and it does everything. I also love the fact that this thing actually comes with a USB-C port, so you can actually charge the remote. You don't have to worry about replacing the battery out of this remote all the time when it dies out. It also comes with the voice assistant. So this projector is actually equipped with Bixby and Lady A, so you can actually trigger Lady A using this button there, or you can just call the wake word and the projector would actually respond to you, and then you have access to all of the features that you would normally have to any other Lady A powered devices. So you can control your smart home devices, you can cast, you can open up content from your favorite streaming platform using the voice assistant as well. So it's quite nice and it's quite robust in that regard. Overall, I think Samsung has something good going on here, and I would normally recommend this product to anybody that's looking for a portable projector. However, the price point doesn't match up to what you're getting. I think that Samsung can do better, and since this is the very first generation of this thing, I'll say either wait for the next generation of this thing or wait till there's a significant price drop on this projector, because this is a good, it's a good quality projector for portable use. I mean, I wouldn't use this in my home theater or home cinema. It is definitely not, it's not good enough for that use. I mean, for about $2,000, I was able to pick up the BenQ HT3550i, which is a 4K projector that comes with, you know, the Google Assistant and the Chromecast and all of that stuff in there. So pretty much all of this feature that this one has and even more, you get that cinema experience with that one. So I wouldn't recommend purchasing this for use in your home cinema, but for something like, you know, casual viewing, like in my office here where I just want to use a small wall or I move things around constantly and I don't want to mount a TV and I just use it occasionally, it's quite nice and it's quite good for an occasional, once in a while kind of use. If you have the money to waste or shell on this thing, yeah, by all means, I think it's a fantastic product to get, but I just don't think that for the average user or the average consumer, that price point is a very realistic price point. I would personally just wait for that thing to crash, or I'll wait for the next generation, and I'm pretty sure that Samsung will probably come up with better iteration to this thing, because this is probably just a trial or a test run for them at this point right now. So I'm hoping that next year we'll probably start to see probably 4K and more accessories with this thing. It would have been nice to be able to see that Samsung put a little bit more accessories for that price point. I mean, at the very least, a carrying case. Even the $100 to $200 range portable projector come with the carrying case as well. So why exactly is it that Samsung cannot just include a carrying case with this thing out of the box? Beats me. They're trying to maximize their money. But overall, it's a fantastic projector, but just too pricey for what you get for it. Thank you so much for joining me today on this video, and I hope you found it useful or helpful. If you've actually got this product or are you considering getting one of this, let me know, your thoughts down in the comment section. I like to read from you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.